On today's video, Kingdom 196 go out against Kingdom 86. Mightiest Governor killing event is happening, and Legends Gaming want to push out. They drop a fortress, bunch of troops show up on the open field, madness ensues, and this video is the summary of the whole push. We condense it into about 25 to 30 minutes worth of a bunch of different fights. A lot of strategy that was employed, a lot of ideas behind flag positioning, fort positioning, as well as mistakes in the defense of 86, mistakes in lapse of judgment from 196. Plenty of things in this video. This is a summary of a push that lasted a good 24 plus hours. So sit back, enjoy the video, slap a like on it. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Legends Gaming decided it is time for us to push out. It was 9 p.m. my time, which is much later in the night, even early in the morning for the Asian part of the world, while the United States part of the world are just about that beginning of their afternoon. This is when Legends Gaming decided to strike. They dropped the fortress in the middle of all this Kingdom 86 territory and pushed out massive amounts of troops onto the open field because they knew they had to hold on for dear life in order to be able to start this offensive the right way. While they did all that, they caught a few IKM members, a few wing members, and a few DWA members on their own kingdom's territory, but not on their alliance territory, which meant zeroing was a possibility. And so a bunch of rallies went out all over the place, walked across the field to try to get to these folks. Some people got zeroed, some people did more damage than they took. It was overall a very, very cool scene to watch all of 196 that were able and capable to fight just push out and give this one big boy push. That's a rally on Cadix right there going crazy. Cadix did show up and he will in a moment port away. And you'll see that the report is a bit more favorable to him than it is to Legends Gaming. But hey, if this guy wasn't online, he'd be definitely zeroed. So he got a little lucky. And you'll see a lot of that happening on the screen. You see Legends Gaming 1 seized control of Legends Gaming 47's level 4 pass. These two were transferring passes to each other at all time to get more and more fields into the open field. And on top of that, Legends Gaming figured out a small mistake made by Kingdom 86 when they trapped that zone 4, which they took advantage of to keep pushing and get this push even stronger and better. That's the report of that rally we just saw. Cadix did take 186,000 troops away from Legends Gaming, but that hospital is going to take a while, or well, it's going to be very expensive to heal up 400 plus tier 4s and tier 5s, I'm assuming, in that hospital. Big stuff right there. So the rallies onto this fortress kept coming and coming and coming. The very few DWA and IKM and in general Kingdom 86 that were online and available tried to solo rally, double rally, open field combat. They tried everything, but the swarm and slew of insane amounts of Legends Gaming all over the place made it impossible for a rally to hit this building correctly, for anything to be able to stop this building from being built. We talk a lot about strategy on this channel, and we talk a lot about mentality and thinking about the different things that you can get accomplished and achieve while trying to place yourself on the open field and battling in general. 86 should have probably realized that they're very undernumbered and the likelihood of them taking this fortress down is very low, and they had to start figuring out how to fight once this fortress is down, how to stop the push from there. And it's clear throughout the day as they woke up more and more that the more strategically savvy players and the people in charge of that kingdom started making decisions and started moving flags around, allowing Kingdom 86 to help out and get that push stopped. One more reminder before we continue in here is that if you remember in my previous videos that I did about Kingdom 196 versus 86 and 157, all carded up on the top, there was a fort dropped by Kingdom 157 on the top left side closer to Kingdom 86. There was a Kingdom 157 fortress equals 157 there. And it had a couple of flags, but it never did anything. It was just there to help out 86 in case of need. And that fortress is going to get really, really relevant because it is where essentially things turned around. As you can see right here, DWA are really doing everything they can. And even in some cases, they are losing the rally by just very little. But what we're not seeing here is the amounts of severely wounded that the open field combat caused, which caused the rally to be weaker and the building, the fortress, to do more damage. The rally swarming meta that's changed and started in this Lost Kingdom is truly, truly amusing because it shows that the game can continually change, and things that we thought were bad in the past are now not that bad because of how the game is evolving and changing, and the commanders and the builds and the types of troops and the amounts of troops people start having. Things are becoming really, really interesting at the top tier of what is Rise of Kingdoms. And Legends Gaming, part of that top tier, are doing exactly what they need to do. Holding onto the open field, destroying every rally, trying to get closer to this building, and maintaining dominance of the area until their fort builds up. It wasn't only one fort being built. You'll see throughout the video that at least I think 3 more came out into Zone 5. Legends Gaming 47 had one, Legends Gaming 2 had one, and I think Legends Gaming 5 had one, so maybe only 3. I'm not entirely sure if LGX managed to put a fort out. I don't really remember, or Legends Gaming 1. Legends Gaming 1's fort was actually back in Zone 4, but had a lot of very, very important presence in what this fight is, which I'll show you in a moment. So LG47 are the flagship right now in the sense that they are the ones leading the charge with the fortress. They were the ones who put the fortress down first. Legends Gaming 1 have another frontier, which we will see about, and we'll see and talk about it later in the video, as well as Legends Gaming X. Both these Legends Gamings were doing a lot of work behind the scenes here, not behind the scenes but off camera, because as we're watching this, Legends Gaming 1 and X are making their own pushes in very crucial locations on the map. As you can see right there, Legends Gaming 1 has a fortress really close up on the top. And what I wanted to show you with this wide shot was DWA. If you notice, DWA's fortress is all the way in their Zone 4, and the flags Legends Gaming is fighting don't have any fortress beyond the one in Zone 4. So if any Legends Gaming was to put a fortress anywhere closer to the Zone 4 of Kingdom 86 and cut the one flag off, all of that area would have been inactive, which would have allowed Legends Gaming to zero more people, fight more people, and in generally gain that territory a little bit faster. DWA later on realized the mistake and moved their fort from Zone 4 to the Zone 5 in that area, and that closed down that opportunity. But this is what Legends Gaming 1 were doing. Legends Gaming 1 had a fortress that was super close to the edge, and they realized one of the flags DWA used to try to lock Zone 4 was too close to the wall, and they could actually get them to meet. And once Legends Gaming came out of the pass, they could hit that flag, and so they were burning that corner flag, which was the one maintaining the rest active on alongside the level 4 wall, the Zone 4 wall. So that burning right there was crucial for Legends Gaming because it allowed them to start pushing through their wall, while on the other hand, the guys with a fortress up in the center were fighting there and drawing all the attention. While this was going on, LGX were doing something very similar on the bottom corner, which you guys don't see just yet, but we will talk about that in a moment. In the corner that's right where my camera is. This was still going on while all that we were talking about was happening. Rallies were going on in here, buildings were going down in here, people were porting in, rallies were happening. It was all sorts of madness. IKM swapping the members in between them, in between DWA, and we had later on Wing show up as well, swapping the alliances, figuring out which frontier to fight, and Legends just wouldn't let anything happen here. Again, while this was going down, while all this madness was going down, the folks at LGX found a little bit of a flag that was also too close to the wall, which got connected through the wall. And as one rally broke and another rally by IKM came in, which was swarmed like crazy. Look at how much health that, my goodness, that rally is losing from just such a little bit of troops hitting it. It's, well, a lot of troops hitting it, but a little bit of presence on the map. And look at all of a sudden how many people start hitting it, and look at how fast that rally goes down. This is the kind of stuff Legends Gaming did. A massive swarm. An insanely massive swarm on a rally that just went out the window in seconds. LGX, just like LG1, found a flag that they started burning. That flag actually connected a bunch of other flags. You can see right there Legends Gaming 1, Legends Gaming 47, and in the corner there was a Legends Gaming X, which we'll see in a moment. But hey, LG2 decided we're going to drop a fortress right here. Personally, I didn't see the advantage in that location. I think that what they were trying to do is defend that fort away from with those dead inactive flags right there. Kind of make it so that LG have only one frontier to fight. Kingdom 86 can only come from one side. But I don't know. I really don't know what was the idea behind this. The folks from 86 started building a flag towards that to be able to fight that as well. And then again, the hold kept going. I think that if LG2 would have put that fortress all the way closer to where I showed you guys, DWA had that little mistake happening, they could have probably cut out all of DWA out of here. And by cutting out another one flag by IKM, they could have completely made all that area inactive, which would have been better for them to be able to start cleaning up that whole area. The problem is once they did that, they would have exposed themselves to that fortress that Kingdom 157 had, which could have probably been bad news. But by cutting out two flags, these folks could have taken that whole area, including that Huron that was probably one of their things that they wanted to get to, I don't know, get that achievement, I guess, or something like that, just to hold on to the building. That would be cool on its own. It'd be a huge victory for Legends to be able to take one of those buildings away from 86. So yeah, rallies on rallies, fighters all over the place. But remember that as time went by, and this is just the first couple of hours, more and more of Kingdom 86 woke up. More and more of Kingdom 196 went to bed. And Kingdom 157 were always, looking, just keeping their eye out, making sure that everything is okay. And when they thought, we got to come in and help, they started pushing in. You can see 157 is already building flags closer towards where the confrontation was happening. And there is LGX's work. LG1 cleaning out the area around up that top area that we were talking about. Fortress was built. Flag is down. Teleports are happening and Legends Gaming are starting to take over. And the thing is, LGX in the corner picked up two flags, cut out pretty much a bunch of the DWA flag, just made them completely inactive, which left space for Legends to come in and burn and build. And slowly and steadily, this whole area started becoming purple. As you can see, LGX in a moment, in that corner right there, doing the massive work of cutting out that whole line. And with the help of Legends Gaming 1, that thing got taken care of. Forts dropped even more, not forts, one more fort dropped. And a ton of flags were built. Legends Gaming rallying flags, rallying everything. They were pushing as hard as they could. And you'll see in a bit how far they pushed. Legends Gaming 2 built their fortress right there, put a flag down. Everything was starting to turn purple. LGX pushing hard this way, cutting out flags, starting to clean up the territory. LGX rally, well, the flag being rallied right there, and they're holding on with everything they had. They were able to come in and, well, this time around not really swarm the rally too much, but they had so much presence on the open field that they could continuously reinforce that flag. Now that flag couldn't go anywhere. It wouldn't go anywhere. There was a little bit of open field combat happening here. The guys from 86 wanted to show presence. IKM knew they have to show up in here in the open field to help the rally. But again, Legends Gaming were so well coordinated and had so much strength in numbers that all they had to do is take care of each frontier, each group as an individual cell taking care of its own frontier. And it looked really, really good. It looked really, really strong. This lasted a good 24 hours. And when I mean 24 hours is it started around 10 p.m., 10 p.m. my time on a Friday. And it went as far, I think, as on like Sunday, there were still flags being burned that belonged to Kingdom at 196. The big problem was a few of the factors that we mentioned in the 7 factors to why they lost video came to fruition that were out of Legends Gaming's control. When it was 196 against 86, 196 were doing really well. They were doing super well. But once 157 started coming into the picture, now you have to take care of double rallies hitting you. Or even though 86 were double rallying, but now it's like double and triple and more. And on top of that, you have to take care of 2 different frontiers. These guys start helping each other, and it becomes again a 2v1, which at this stage is even harder for Legends Gaming to fight than previously, because they already got pretty much drained out of resources and speed ups. I'm not saying they don't have resources and speed ups, but that first few days worth of fighting, they took a lot of heavy losses and had to rebuild very quickly for this. So being low on resources and maybe even speed ups is definitely a factor that hurt Legends Gaming, because in between 86 and 157, they split the cost between them to an extent, while 196 had to cover all of it. So it's a little bit of a tougher fight, the 2v1. Thankfully, at this stage of the push, Legends Gaming were solely in control, had the wheel in their hand, and they were driving all over the place, building flags, pushing out, burning flags, sending rallies out, zeroing people. There is so much footage and content I still have about this. If you guys want another video that has more action, more reports, more of the good stuff, leave me a comment down below. Of course, smash a like on the video and I'll get together a compilation of things. You can see throughout the video, Legends Gaming 47 taking control of Legends Gaming 1's pass, back and forth. These guys just kept going at it. LGX went out through a different pass, and Legends Gaming 2 as well. And Legends Gaming essentially choked out that area from Kingdom 86 to the point where at some point there were like 4 or 5 Kingdom 86 flags burning and 4 or 5 Legends Gaming flags being built. They built such a nice buffer, but again, when the time came for 157 to get involved and 86 woke up and 196 went to bed, things got really hard. They held for a while. I'll tell you this, I saw Legends Gaming's few folks who were online most of the time, European players as well as North American players that stayed up all night, holding on for dear life and losing massive amounts of troops, but holding. That's the kind of mentality an alliance needs to be able to take on the burden of holding on for dear life until the rest of your alliance comes back. And not a lot of people do that. So this is the LGX hold right there. Very, very nice hold. It hurt them quite a bit. IKM definitely came out stronger in that rally. But the fact that they were able to hold on as much as they did was everything that was needed for LG to keep pushing and getting closer to their destination. Yes, at this point, IKM are winning these fights. But as long as that flag remains, it is going to be a center of attention, which diverts the attention of 86 from other places and allows other Legends Gamings to push. And once that attention shifts from the LGX flag to the LG2 flag, LGX pushes, so forth and so on. More and more rallies happening all over the place. Legends Gaming as well rallying. It wasn't only the folks at 196 rallying. Sorry. Kingdom 86 rallied back as well. Kingdom 157 then showed up. And all sorts of madness ensued. But when this happened, look at how much ground Legends Gaming had already gained. Look at the madness that Legends Gaming did overnight. 2 forts out there. 1 more will be built later. Tons of area being occupied with purple flags. But 157 figured out a way to get through and across. And now Now, on top of the fact that 196 this is the time when they were kind of asleep, 157 and 86 are 2v1ing. And it slowly ended up dying. The push was great, and they achieved what they were trying to achieve, which was not only KE points, but also to prove that they're able to coordinate and sync and get the hit. But the real big factor are things that are out of their control, like a 2v1, like their location on the map and so forth and so on, which caused a lot of harm and caused this situation where they lost essentially this Lost Kingdom. I want to show you one more awesome report. 157 hitting hard. But this was the report where Collar and the folks in there lost so much, but they were very few different individuals. These guys said we're gonna hold no matter what. And even though they lost a huge amount of troops, doubled dead than the folks on the other side did, it was an insanely nice hold, and they did everything they could. But again, when 157 can do this over and over and over, you can lose 1,000,000 troops a rally and hold on to 5, 6, 10, 15 rallies. But if the other side can throw one more than what you can hold, the flag will burn and it is over. And that's what 157 essentially did. I think Lost Kingdom is done for Kingdom 196. I don't know if they have any other plans. But they did show towards the end their strength and tenacity to be able to fight the 1v1 fight. And that indeed not only their location, but the 2v1 was a very, very different situation. And it caused a very big problem. I wonder if a push by LG towards 157 would have ended up the same. Maybe they did pick the right side out of the two that was weaker, the weaker one, which they felt they could handle easier. Which is, by the way, insanely smart. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But when 157 showed up, slowly and steadily, 86 also came back to senses, and the push was diverted. So what comes next, right? At this point in Lost Kingdom 1, the next zone is about to open up. Zone 6 is open as of right now. And the evolution of what happened in there is not that interesting, not because people didn't fight, but because a lot of things that are political, diplomatic kind of things caused the fight not to be as big as we expected it to be. And that's on all parties, on all sides. It was just a big decision. And so I think that in terms of coverage of Lost Kingdom, important, cool things were kind of caught up. At this point, it is the alliance of 103, 86, 157, and 59 that pretty much control Zone 6. With that being said, 185 did try a second hit, which was really cool, but they needed more help, and unfortunately they didn't get it. The folks from 149 went towards 103, and it didn't work out very well. And so at this point, we're caught up. The question is what you guys want to see next. We're going to continually talk about Lost Kingdom a little bit, but I would like to show some of your Lost Kingdom action. So if you guys are doing something cool in your Lost Kingdom, anything happening, a few of you hit me up in the last few days. I just got back from a work retreat, a company retreat. So I'm back into full recording mode. If you guys are doing anything in your Lost Kingdom, want me to cover it, hit me up on Discord. In the description down below, you'll find my Discord link. Click show more under the games like poster, and you'll have all the links there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Discord all down there as well. Private message me on Discord with chords, where, what, and I'll do my best to record and make some awesome content of it. For now, Legends Gaming is out of the picture in here. 149 seems to be out of the picture as well. 163 are just doing their thing, and 185 have indeed, I think, folded. I don't know yet. I think that these guys still have more juice in them to keep going, but I don't know what the plan is. But for now, that's Lost Kingdom 1 in a nutshell. Final little bit of this rally is going to get canceled. One more report before we go. This one was actually hit by Kingdom 157. Look at the names showing up. Look at the names showing up on the field, on this line, and you'll see what I mean by a very small group of people holding for dear life. I think there is a total of 10 members in there who sent a bunch of different troops. And again, they're taking so much heavy loss that I cannot believe this flag held. This is the same exact flag we saw earlier. And it cost massive losses, but it goes to show yet again the tenacity of Legends Gaming. They were not about to let this flag go down. So yeah, eventually it did. But the fact that they held for as long as they did was super impressive. Anyway, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys found it informative, helpful, useful, anything, hit a like on the video. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, all in the description down below. Leave me a comment as well. Tell me if you guys liked the video, didn't like the video, comments, feedback, suggestion, anything. Want to complain? Let me know down below. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Enjoy your weekend. Saturday stream. Don't forget, 4 p.m. UTC like always. Take care. Enjoy the last bit of a rally here as we sign off. Peace.